Hey gang, Jeff Black here again from Beechmont Ford Performance, out here in the garage once more for another episode of Garage Table Discussions. Today I want to tell you about our performance program at Beechmont Ford. If you've been considering the purchase of an F-150, Supercharged F-150, or a Supercharged Mustang, maybe one of our retro builds, and you weren't sure how the process worked, well, I'm going to tell you all about it right now. You can definitely start with one of our packages, the Mustang. You can do a 750 horsepower Mustang starting at $44,994. You can do a 725 horsepower F-150 starting at $40,695. Now those are base vehicles, but if you wanted to start with something a little bit, higher trim level, the salesperson can help you with that. So what's basically going to happen is they're going to walk you through the whole sales process. You're going to pick out your vehicle, you're going to pick out any other extra options that you might want to put on it, an exhaust, so forth, and then the salesperson is going to build what we call a build sheet, and that comes to me. And I run the whole performance build process. So once you're done with your salesperson, you've purchased a vehicle, you've picked out all your options and everything, at that point, you and I are going to work together the rest of the way. And then I will turn you back over to the salespeople at the final for delivery and so forth. But during the process of build, I'm going to work with you, I'm going to call you, I'm going to go over that build sheet, make sure everything that's on it is correct and that there wasn't any, misunderstandings there. At that point, I'm going to give you at least a ballpark idea of timetable. Now, some of that right now with COVID has changed. Generally speaking, if you're doing a Roush supercharger, we are running somewhere in the 4 to 6 weeks process from beginning to end. And if you're doing a Whipple, we're running 6 to 8 weeks. But we'll kind of go over that, and I'll keep you abreast of how everything's going throughout the process. So you've purchased your vehicle, everything's ready to go. The vehicle itself then goes for what we call PDI, which is pre-delivery inspection. The techs go over the vehicle, make sure everything is right on it, and everything is working properly. At that point, it comes to me, once we've got all the parts in stock and everything, it's going to go to the build tech. And they are going to do a pre-dyno, which basically makes sure that the vehicle is healthy and everything on the engine seems to be strong and ready for a supercharger. At that point, obviously the tech's going to do the install of all your performance mods, whether it's just a supercharger or exhaust, whatever. All that's going to get done at that point. Then they're going to do another dyno, which is basically your final dyno to see what your numbers are going to look like after all of the performance modifications. So once we've done that, the vehicle comes back to another tech who does what we call a QC. That's a quality control. He goes over the vehicle and makes sure again that everything looks good. We're doing this process where we're checking and double checking things, somewhat triple checking, because we want it to be right for you. We don't want any issues. After that, the vehicle will get cleaned up and gassed, full tank of 93 octane if it's a performance build, and then we turn it over to our media guys, which is Jonathan Waters and usually Charlie Watson, sometimes myself. They'll do some videos, some pics and everything of the build for our website and for your enjoyment, obviously. And then when we're all done with that, it's time for you to get your vehicle. So if you're local enough, or some people fly in, whatever, drive in, you might come to the dealership and pick it up. A lot of our builds we do ship, so we may not actually get to physically meet you. But at that point, that's where the delivery comes in. And then you get to have all the fun. You're gonna drive the heck out of this thing, I'm sure, whether it's a truck or a Mustang. And once you get your vehicle and you are thrilled to death with it, we always appreciate any pictures, videos, or so forth that you want to send us. And, well, I'm going to ask, why don't you go on our Google site there and give us a good review? If you're happy, we want to know you're happy. We want other customers to know you're happy. So please give us a review and let us know how we did for you. So there you go. that's the BFP process. I like to jokingly call myself the air traffic controller. I'm going to control all this. You and I are going to deal with one another all the way through, and hopefully we're going to both be thrilled to death. All right, so there you go. BFP build process in the books. Give us a call or visit us at beechmontford.com and start your build process. All right, guys, be fast, but be safe. Bye-bye.